My name is Steve Lydon. I'm Chair of Australia Constituency Labour Party. I'm also a County Councillor for Dursley, which includes much of the lovely countryside that exists here in Gloucestershire. I've been contacted by a lot of people in the last month, particularly people who help look after our footpaths and the countryside. It seems that as part of the new county contract for roads, we're also tying in public rights of way. And it appears, and one of the big concerns that I've got and the people who contact me have got, is that much of the work being done by volunteers who mend the stiles, keep the footpaths, clear the bracken, and actually undertake a lot of work to allow these footpaths to be kept clear, their work will now become part of this contract, which therefore means that they'll be working for free to support the budget of the new contractor. Now obviously that's a big concern. People who do this work do it for nothing and are prepared to work for the good of the county. However, they're not prepared to have their work incorporated into a contract to allow a private contractor to make money out of it. So this is something we'll be lobbying for and taking up with our Tory administration to ensure that this good work is not capitalised on by a private contractor.
The rights of way issue is very important to Gloucestershire. One of the proudest moments I had when I was the MP is when we passed into law the right to roam, where we put onto a proper statutory footing the right of people to gain access to the countryside in an organised and in a sensible manner. But this is writ large in the history of the Labour movement. The mass trespass at Kinderscout in 1932 is so important to the history of the Labour movement, when a group of ramblers took on the local landowner who was quite simply preventing them from exercising their right to gain access to the Derbyshire Dales and the Peak District. So I really do fear what is happening in Gloucestershire is a slippery slope. We have a clear programme and landowners are compensated for allowing access to their land, and I just think it's a cheat for the idea that those volunteers who, as Steve quite rightly says, maintain the footpaths are now being included within a contract. It's almost bizarre. It's just another step in the wrong direction in terms of privatisation. Here, the privatisation of volunteers' labour. And more particularly, I just think that we are going backwards. This government has failed to deliver on the previous government's commitment to provide a coastal footpath. That was something that was very important as part of legislation in the latter part of the Labour's administration. But going back to the right to roam, access to the countryside, that is just so crucial to ordinary people's right, and I say right deliberately, to access the countryside in a sensible and in a proper manner, but one that is without doubt one of the rights of a freeborn English person.